What's up, guys? We got a workout today called Wedding March. I'm excited. This is a long, nasty one, so buckle up. One scaling option for you guys to keep in mind, this one is a lot of work. It's just a lot of volume overall. So if you want to do a half wedding march, that's a totally cool scale for this. So what you would do is just take everything and cut it in half. Do half the amount of burpees, do half the amount of running, etc. And just do it in the same order, but just half the amount of reps. You'll still get a killer workout in, and if you feel like it's a little bit too much volume for you to have a couple miles and all that type of stuff, be smart about it, all right? Otherwise, we're gonna be starting off with 50 burpees today. Burpee standard again, chest is on the ground at the bottom, standing up to full extension, clapping overhead, jumping off the ground at the top. So a couple look something like this. All right, also acceptable to step back and step forward. Whatever you gotta do to get through 50 of those is acceptable, all right? Then we're gonna go on a mile run. So plan ahead of time where your mile marker's at. Once you're done with your mile run, we've got 75 alternating dumbbell power snatch, all right? So let me tell you this, your legs are gonna be tired when you get to these already, and your midline's gonna be a little bit smoked from doing those burpees and the stability from the run. The number one thing we see with dumbbell snatches when people get tired is you leave your butts up high, you round your back to grab this dumbbell because you're so tired and your brain's not working, and you get this big scary arch in your back, right? So the two things I want you to think about is chest up, butt down on these, okay? So I would much rather see you over squatting and keeping your chest up and a nice flat back than getting that tired rounded thing, right? So that's what we're gonna be looking for on this. Imagine me telling you as you're doing your snatches, chest up, butt down, all right? So my chest is up, my butt's down, I pop my hip, I shrug my shoulder, I punch that thing out overhead, bring it down. I'm gonna switch hands and work through 75 dumbbell snatches, all right? So I've been asked, what do the dumbbell snatches work? You should be feeling these in your hamstrings, in your glutes. You might feel them in your quads, depending on if you're quad dominant or not. You might feel it in your lower back as a fatigue factor. That's okay. What we don't want to feel is any sort of stretching or pulling because of that rounding, all right? So, and then this should be a heart rate, heavy breathing type movement, okay? So that's dumbbell snatches. Anybody's got a question on those, holler at me, take a video of yourself and send it to me. I'll tune you up, all right? So 75 dumbbell snatches. We're going on another mile run after that. Then we're gonna come back in and do 100 meters of walking lunges. Walking lunge, we're just gonna be taking a nice little walk with our lunges, right? For 100 meters distance, it's gonna be about 100 steps, depending on how tall you are. But if you don't have a 100-meter mark measured out, you can just do 100 steps and we'll call that good. Couple of things on there. Let's try and gently kiss the knee to the floor each time. And let's keep a little bit wider stance. You don't need to be walking a tightrope and losing your balance. So your feet should be at least hip width as you're doing these lunges, all right? So it's gonna be a lot of work. I like these long grinders. Hope you guys enjoy it too. All right, see ya.